Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. And this is Saturday, so it's something Saturday where we kind of talk about some stuff we didn't get to talk about this week. And we have a wide variety of things to talk to you about, such as James Earl Jones has retired, Final Destination 6 has found its directors, and Cloverfield will be getting a sequel. So let's talk about that. Let's jump into it. Alright, so James Earl Jones has just retired from the role of Darth Vader. And this changes everything because this is a game changer. The deal that he made could alter fandoms all the way across the board. This is not just a Star Wars revelation. This could very well be something that you could see spread across multiple fandoms, changing Hollywood forever. The deal that he made has already begun, as every time we have heard his voice in the Obi-Wan series, it was in fact archived recordings of his voice and computer-generated versions of his voice. He is officially retired from the role. I don't know if he retired from acting, but even once he does, if he has made a deal where they can use his voice going forward, his voice could continue to be iconic for generations to come. This changes a lot because someone like Robert Englund, who is for many the definitive voice of Freddy Krueger, could continue to be the voice of Freddy Krueger no matter what actor steps into the role. And that was kind of one of the things I had heard about the remake, was that the voice didn't quite feel right. People were very used to a Robert Englund performance. If you had the voice and a different actor, would it make a difference? But here's the other thing to that. It's not just there. It's in things like Child's Play, where Tiffany and Chucky both have really distinctive voices. Can you imagine years and years to come with Brad Dourif and with the voice of Tiffany, Jennifer Tilly, being these icons who have lent their voice to these characters to go on forever? And not just that, this could be a game changer for other things too. Imagine if we had Humphrey Bogart, John Wayne, or any other number of actors out there that their family had made this deal. We know that Bruce Willis cannot really act anymore as of right now. What if his family made this deal with Hollywood and his voice could be used? Could you potentially see a computer-generated movie using these actors' voices? It sort of really does change the game, this concept of doing this. And while it is probably kind of something that you've seen done a few times, for something as big to be signed as what it is with Darth Vader, I could potentially see other actors deciding to make this deal to continue their iconic roles, which ultimately would lead possibly to other actors' families using this to keep their relatives alive in the eyes of the fans forever. Now, jumping on to topic number 2, Final Destination 6 has found its directors. It will be helmed by the directors of the movie Freaks, the 2018 sci-fi movie, and they are Zach Lipovsky and Adam Steen. Now, it's interesting to note here that they got their role through a lot of weird stuff, which we won't go into here. They apparently had sent a message to the directors, and once the directors realized it was a prank or something, they hired them because they thought it was cool. There's a whole story. You should check it out. It's actually an interesting read. But the thing of this is that the creator had actually said that this would change up the formula. We don't know quite how. As of right now, the formula of the movie looks the same. Someone has a premonition, they stop everyone from dying, death comes for them. That's the synopsis of this new sequel thus far. So how does it change up the game? We don't really know at this point how it does. But these two directors, having directed sci-fi movie Freaks, was, they seem like they might be pretty good fits for this franchise because that movie was a pretty weird movie. It was something that was different. And getting directors who are willing to take that chance and do something different is always a good thing. And our last topic is Cloverfield will be getting a sequel. Now, Cloverfield has had a few sequels, but they've all just sort of been set in the same universe. And this particular movie that's coming out is not going to be set in the same universe, but a direct sequel to the original movie with the big monster itself. Now, whether or not this would be a found footage movie hasn't been confirmed yet, but I find it very interesting that this movie is going to be a direct sequel with the big monster from the first film. That movie, if you have not seen it, is actually really good. It's one of the few found footage movies that I actually enjoy watching. I'm not always a big fan of found footage movies. You have to be really unique to make me sit through a found footage movie. And Paranormal Activity movies were pretty good at doing that. There also was the Blair Witch Project, which I really enjoyed. I didn't enjoy the sequel as much, but since I already determined that I liked the first film, I went into it a little more forgiving, and I still watched the second film. Cloverfield, however, was just one of these films that it was shot in such a way that it just looked like it was shot on your phone, and it was really grainy, and it was really weird to watch, and that was part of its charm. So duplicating that for now might not be the best strategy, but I don't know how they plan to do this. The technology has come a long way since that movie's original release, but in terms of what you do with that movie, I'm not sure. I am super excited, though, to hear that it's going to be a direct sequel to the monster one. And that's just wow. I'm super excited for that because I think that will be cool. Now, let me know what you think about James Earl Jones retiring, about the Final Destination 6 directors. Do you think they're a good fit? And what do you think about the idea of a direct sequel to the original Cloverfield movie? We want to hear from you. So make sure you are leaving us that comment. YouTube likes it, and we like to hear from you. And then also, don't forget to hit that like button. It's free. It helps the channel. It helps us. YouTube likes it. We love it. And then Miko says we need more subscribers. And Miko knows what he's talking about. We definitely do need more subscribers. So help us change YouTube one video at a time and make it a more positive environment by hitting that subscribe button and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. And yes, at the end of the day, fandom is family.